culture. Hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle. Fumbling out through the rubber.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They go play action here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Number 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now Goff. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
So he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
And 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7. Washington, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. So caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
4th down and goal.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
5-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Keeps moving.
Yeah, he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. Let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking left side. He's got it complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
10-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Gone. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 3 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
On the carry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Complete.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Lions.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll roll him out right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. O.J. Howard. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Callaway on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Romeo Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd and 15.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff looking right. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and long. Well, he'll find Hall. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st down, Washington.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 14. Here as he's taken down.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd and 10, Goff.
Passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And now movement and a whistle. They may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Square for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Washington 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle there by Cre'Von LeBlanc.
2 yards on the
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On for the field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes just out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. As he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note of that and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to light them down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for goal. And that's complete to Jesse James. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Goff. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. But there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Washington, 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's on the right side of Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Washington first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
At the 24.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now a handoff looking right. Powering his way forward. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Detroit, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7 and 7. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I...
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. In blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Whoa, won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart